quick breather. Player one can build off this lead. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Jumps in. Jumps up. Going in. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? One chance here may end this match. Escapes with the reversal. Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this. The low block. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. So how is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Player two chases him down. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Strings it all together. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player one has completely uses the gauge for a super arm. Meteor volley scores some damage. Both fighters planning something? Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Takes the chance to hurt him. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this rate. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. Player one will look to apply pressure. Medium kick hits. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Wrapping it out up close. Are we gonna see a comeback here? In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses the target combo as a filler. There's the counter we wanted. Throws them. Player two can build off this lead. What now? Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Ooh, huge chance after that wall splash. Player two with the rhythm owning that space. Made just what they were after. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Zones with the fire. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Takes a trip. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive moves. Pay attention! Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Jumps in! Next hit will end the round. Throws them to negate the block. Going in? One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Backs away. Not about hits them with a stopping bomb. From low heavy to... Ooh. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Gets carried to the corner. Final horn hit. Player one KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The impact doesn't do anything. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Quick blocks the low kick. t-shirt with that finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Barely blocks the jump in. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. That was a solid anti-air. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Below heavy hits. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Knockdown. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. All right. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Get some! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes the chance. A super art? Revival dance is making them sweat like water. Knockdown. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. So, what's next? Uses the target combo as a filler. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Hits up the counter. This is going to be, he connects with the throw. What now? Player 2 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Finishes with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jumps, barely brushes that off and keeps going. Rhino Horn nails him. Player 1 is in a big anti-air in the clutch. Quick medium poke. Switch overhead attack. Dangerous range here. Ooh, you all the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. They're backed into the corner now. Yes, oh my, the throw tech. Medium kick. What are they gonna do? Clutch parry. Gets him with a Euro step. Anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable burnout. Did they mean to do that? Nice fireball. Throws. Player 1 hit. Oh my God! Lost super. Revival dance hit. Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Drops that off. Get carried to the corner. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Uses a drive parry against the attack. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Each hit is so important here. Both fighters planning something. Jumps up. There's a change of sides. Throws a fireball. Gets him with the anti-air. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both fighters uses the gauge for a super art. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Both fighters planning something? So, what's next? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Going in. Shows the medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. This can lead to some big damage. How's this? Reversal. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Closing moment. Break through with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This is gonna hurt. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Low, heavy, but no go. Parry connects. Gotta be careful, not gotta do better than that. Player 1 is barely hanging on to the more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Don't you know about my girl Elena? Once she starts, there's no way to stop. Suspend the meter on the super! Player 2 has the super gauge advantage! Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Looking for a hold. Sticks out a kick. Jump! Ooh, what a smart throw! Okay, here we go. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws? Oh my, the throw tech! This is gonna hurt! Amazing! Medium kick. Close range projectile. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? With medium poke. They get and whiffs! They're wide open! Throws! I can't believe it! Jump knocks them out of the air. Player wall splat into the guard frame. It is over! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Saw that coming. Big throws. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Whoa, hold on. The move whips and they get nailed with a punch down. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Long low attack hits. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Big counter. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Player 2 is almost dead but can plus the KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters planning something? Was looking for that jump attack. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Oh, says no to the impact. What'll happen here? There's the wall spot. They can't do anything now. Looking to impress with this super. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Close them. What's next? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. No good up high. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Trips him up. Player 2 chases them down. There's a corner switch. That drive impact is blocked. All right, what's coming up next? Parries the attack. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Getting into the end game, heats it up with a combo. What a finish. Great meat in the life gauge there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Brushes off the impact. You've got to be mindful of who brushes that off and keeps going. Can't carry to the corner. Going in, shows the medium kick. Denied. Check with a hold your breath. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Flashes it. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Boosted lever snap taps the dome. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round, it's now solid anti-air. Looks like they want to put a noose. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Parries. Barely gets him with a Euro stop. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Amazing. Pokes with a kick. What are they gonna do? Jump! That drive impact misses! There's the counter we wanted! Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player, are you kidding me? Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show, that match had it all! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. That was a solid anti-air. That drive impact is blocked. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Nails the anti-air. Takes a trip. Throws them. What's next? Leopard snap punches in. Player 1 chases them down. Don't dance on this fool. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Player 1 can't use any more KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Shows a medium kick. Throws them. What's next? They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. They return to center stage. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Knocks down with the horn. Medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Going in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They're laying into each other. One chance here may end this match. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? Barely blocks the jump in. The low. Both fighters are raring to go. Throws them. Smart play with the throw. Close range projectile. Oh, the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Clutch anti-air. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super up. Shreds that off. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Oh, man, this is gonna hurt. Wow, Saturn waited for this opening. Taps him on the toe. did not miss that chance and takes the round! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Medium kick. How's this? Still very early in the round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Good parry there and shows the overhead. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Knockdown. Opts for the throw. Starts off zoning with fireballs. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player 1 creates a baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Final horn hit brings out the super heart. How is this gonna work out for them? Hanging on for dear life. Low heavy for the win. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump-in is denied. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. That's a counter. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Leopard snap punches in. Both fighters planning something. Goes for the throw. Extending that drive gauge. That's anticipated that throw. Throws him. Grabs and throws him away. They're going for the super art. Their life is hanging by a thread. Flatlines them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Breaks the connects with the throw. Both fighters are raring. The low kick hits. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Okay, here we go. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that, reads the throw and escapes. This can lead to some big damage. Both sides getting ready. Oh my God, what a throw set! They're in range. We gotta keep. Knew the throw was coming. But it goes to the air. Catches them out. What's next? A real test of awesome. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Solid anti-air. Breaks the block with a throw. Still very early in the round. He responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. Player 1 pushes the opponent down to the wire. Gotcha! Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Solid combo. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? What'll happen here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Triangle horn hits! Connects with medium kick. Side switch in the corner. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Checks with a projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. That was a solid anti-air. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Knockdown. Oh! Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Life lead opens up. They trade. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play. They're going for the super art. Revival dance is making them sweat like water. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Jumps in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The jump in is denied. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Medium kick hits. They just won't stop switching sides. Player 2, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Loses the gauge for a super arm. The super doesn't hit. Jumps up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Player 1 is working with a move. Hits him with a stop and block. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Tops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Reads the jump in perfectly. Risky play, but it pays off. Elena giving Das proof. Trust that off. Rhino horn nails him. Both sides getting ready. Oh my, the protect. Dragon Blast. Amazing. Punish counter sets the table. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. That was catch as catch.